Radio Free Skaro.
Hello and welcome to Video Free Skaro, your show all about Doctor Who and related sci-fi. On this episode, I'm going to talk to sci-fi legend Spider Robinson, and we'll profile the worst companions ever to be in Doctor Who. But first, the news. The Doctor Who experience is coming to Cardiff. On July 20th. Tickets go on sale June 14th. It was a huge hit in London, and now it's coming to Cardiff is its permanent home. Doctor Who The Eternity Clock is coming to the PS3. On May 23rd, the game will hit the PSN network, and then it comes to the PS Vita in mid-June. If you'd like to learn more about The Eternity Clock, check out my interview with game producer Simon Harris on Radio Free Skaro 301. August brings new DVDs to North America, Spearhead from Space and The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Spearhead from Space was the first adventure ever shot in color, and to date is the only one shot entirely on film. We don't know anything about the special features just yet, as they haven't been announced. And yes, I know it's a UK cover for The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Radio Free Skaro has been voted favorite podcast on Gallifrey Base. Thanks to all our fans. We couldn't do any of this without you. And we're looking forward to even more exciting interviews, miniscopes, and more in the future. And now, here's my interview with Spider Robinson. Social change in sci-fi, and I was wondering if you had any thoughts about, is it still a force for change, or has it been a force for change?
It's been trying to all my life, and the argument is still going on as to whether it has or has not had any perceptible, measurable effect whatsoever on social policy or social events. There was a fairly famous essay, I believe was, if I'm right, I believe it was written by Cyril Kornbluth, arguing that science fiction had almost no effect on society whatsoever. They've been cheerfully ignoring us for the last 50 years, and they're going to keep on doing it. Well, yeah, but then how do you explain Apollo 11? You know, there have been changes. What's really weird is seeing the changes come and then get tossed. Is seeing the United States of America decide, well, we tried that space business, but it wasn't very interesting, and we gave it up for something more fun. You know, we found some new places to bomb, and that we know how to do that. And that's been I don't think any science fiction writer ever predicted that we would go to space and then get bored and stop. One
of the main things we cover is Doctor Who, and your writing has a lot of whimsy to it. So, do you have any thoughts on Are you a fan of the show?
I'm a fan of Doctor Who. Well, I really can't call myself a fan of Doctor Who. That's a loaded term, because there's so much knowledge you need to acquire just to even start being a fan of Doctor Who. Everyone that ever went past that I watched, I had a hell of a lot of fun watching and enjoyed and understood where they were coming from. And when the new Sherlock series came out from the same guys, boy, that fit my endorphin receptors just like a key in a lock. Click. I like their sensibility. I like their sense of humor.
All right, let's just get into this. The Doctor's had some great companions. We all know his batting average isn't perfect. So here's a list of the worst companions ever to foul the TARDIS doors with their odious presence. Chameleon. You'd think a robot that can imitate anyone or anything would be a great traveling companion for the Doctor. But instead, he just sits around in a storage locker before he gets shot by the Doctor in Planet of Fire and goes out like a bitch. Or how about Dodo? Boring, dumb name, can't hold a candle or a catsuit to Zoe. But at least she lived out her post-TARDIS days with a crippling case of syphilis. Criticizing Adric is like shooting fish in a barrel, so blam, blam, blam. And Mel, well, to be fair, she wasn't given a lot to work with, but carrot juice? I don't buy the argument that Adam or Katrina were the worst companions, because they were barely in the show. They traveled in the TARDIS? Big deal. By the end of the Davison era, they were practically giving guided tours. And Mickey takes a lot of flack, but have any of you noticed he goes from loser to total badass? Pretty sure if you went up against Stolen Earth Mickey, your milk money would soon be his milk money. So really, the worst companion, dear viewer, is you. You've traveled with the Doctor for almost 50 years, and what do you have to show for it? Not a damn thing. Tisk, tisk. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear any comments you have, and please subscribe to our channel.